The Highlands at Dove Mountain is located in Marana, Arizona. They opened for business in 1997 with U.S. Homes. It's a 55 and older adult community. We have 1,297 homes completely built out. Our residents are primarily, there's about 58 full-time, and the others are seasonal snowbirds that come in and out from different states.
Well, I wanted to promote my services to my neighbors and let them know how great the Highlands is. This is a wonderful place. I chose to live here and want to tell everyone about it.
Well, we've actually lived here since the fall of 2002. And you know, we were going to buy a place at Saddlebrook, and one of my friends who's from Lincoln, I taught with her, and they were already living here, and she said, "Pat, I think you ought to check out the Highlands before you do this." We checked out the Highlands that day, and we bought a lot.
Besides this beautiful renovated bar and grill that just opened up in October of 2020, we have a fitness center, we have a pool, we have a beautiful 18-hole golf course that just completely got renovated as well 2 years ago.
The best thing I think is you could do anything you want here, as much as you want, as little as you want. So if you just want to relax, just come enjoy the amenities and look around. The sceneries are beautiful. I don't golf. I drive my golf cart all the time because I just like to be on the course. The views are fantastic. And we have a lot of streets where people get together on weekends during the week. So we have a lot of activities in between.
My favorite part is that there's so much opportunity. You know, you can take advantage of so many different things. I don't have a moment that I can think about, well, what do I do next? That just doesn't happen. And of course, the people are very nice.
I do love the people, and I would like to share with everyone that I've just found a great place to live.
Coming up, meet the executive chef of the Highlands at Dove Mountain, Chuck Scott, who grew up on a farm and knows how to keep the menu fresh and delicious. Stay tuned.
I mean, I grew up in a farmer's family. Both of my parents came from the farmland. You know, my mom dairy, my dad corn. And so my mom cooked. You know, Dad worked, Mom cooked. So guess what? I got to cook too. We do 3 menus a year. So we try to be seasonal. We do a fall menu, we do a spring menu, and then we do a summer menu. So we do work with not local ingredients, but you know, with seasonal ingredients. We also do weekly specials, so every week there's something new on the menu. Every Friday it's a new fish from somewhere that I can get fresh. So I think that's been the best part, is being able to come up with something new every week for the members, because this is their restaurant. They dine in this restaurant, some of them 3, 4, 5 days a week. So it'd be nice to see something new every week, so we came up with the weekly special program. I mean, we do wine dinners, we do wine tastings. Those have really been welcomed. You know, we did a wine dinner last week. We had 80 people. They loved it. We did a beef short rib, pappardelle pasta, you know. I love doing them all. I love making bread. I mean, bread is probably the most zen part of baking, you know, because bread is a live creature. It's so much fun to work with. Make sure you love what you do. The culinary career is a challenging and a hard-working career. It's very rewarding, but it's very challenging. And, you know, get out and learn everything you can. You know, the more you know, the better off you are.
Coming up, join Chef Chuck Scott as he hosts a special cooking class for the residents. Bring your notebook and a big appetite for a special treat when we return.
We're going to start with a filet. We're going to break it in half, and then we're going to cut it into quarters. So you're going to end up with small little nuggets. Once we get them broken down, we're going to season with a little salt and pepper. In a frying pan, a little bit of olive oil. I like working with olive oil. It's got a high smoke point. You're going to want to sear those in a hot pan. So like you're you want to get a little color on them. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes, toss them around a little bit, and as you can see here, you know, I didn't brown them because once the piece of meat gets really brown, then it's going to be dry. So we still want to keep it, you really want to cook it almost rare to medium rare, because we're going to cook this again one more time, okay, once it's done. Now, once they're cooked, you're going to want to put them on a little sheet pan or a little baker's pan or something, throw them into the refrigerator and let them get cold. Because when you're working with, what we're working with here is puff pastry. So what you're, you know, when you buy it, it's going to end up being a sheet like this. It's going to be larger than this. It comes in a box, probably about 12 inches long. It's usually rolled up, okay? But they're already rolled out for you, so they're already pretty thin. We're going to cut it into about 1.5 inch or 2-inch square. You don't want too much pastry. Your ratio to pastry to meat's got to be light. You don't want too much bread, you know? Of course, these are already seasoned, so we're just going to set a piece of filet right in the center of each one of these. And then I've got a little bit of egg wash, which is just scrambled egg with a bit of water, but I just use straight egg. And just scramble it up. And with a little pastry brush, just brush the edges of the pastry. So what you're going to see now is we've got a nice little square piece of pastry, this right in the middle, and you're just going to fold the corners right over like this, seal them up. That's what the egg wash does. It's going to seal them up, and then you can bake these on parchment paper. You can bake them on a non-stick pan. You can bake them on a sill pad if you have a sill pad at home. We'll set the oven at 350. If you have a convection oven, you can turn it down a little bit. These I baked, the ones I made today, I baked for about 12 minutes at 340 degrees in a convection oven. So that would be about 12 minutes to 15 minutes in a regular oven at 350. Now I do egg wash the top before I put them in the oven, because otherwise, I mean, what you have now, you have a fairly dry dough on the outside. In the oven, in and out, in 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes at the most. We made a little Dijon sour cream, so I did a little Dijon mustard, whole grain mustard, which gives it a little texture. I like whole grain. Dijon's wonderfully flavored, but it's very, very powerful. Makes a nice little dipping sauce. I mean, you can make up any kind of sauce you want. You can get creative and just whatever flavor. You can use A1 or you can use Heinz 57 for that matter, you know.